Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris said the election petitions filed by the opposition St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party are frivolous and will not succeed. He was responding to a question from the media during his monthly press conference on Friday at the NEMA building.
We do believe that those that have been put forward by the opposition are frivolous. We do believe that they will fail. We do believe that they're vexatious too. We do believe that they reflect a view that the Labour Party under the present leader is not learning and it's not moving forward. The reality was that we draw effectively that contrast during the campaign. It was the future or the past. Persons have chosen a future. The Douglas Labour Party is stuck within the past.
Dr. Harris suggested that the refusal of Labour Party leader Dr. Denzil Douglas to concede is not new, and the Labour Party needs new leadership.
Instead of coming and say clearly, I have lost, it is the will of the people. I will step down. I will allow somebody else to lead the party to a new era of excitement and development. He comes, as he did in 2015. In 2015, Douglas did not concede the general elections. In 2015, nearly 5 prime ministers called Denzil Douglas, spoke and Win FM radio program, calling upon Denzil Douglas to concede the election and allow the country to move forward, because it was clear, with all he had been and all he had done, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis wanted change.
Meantime, the Prime Minister said the petition filed by former MP Ian Liburd in Constituency 1 has merit.
I think we are satisfied, and our lawyers are satisfied, that he has a case of merit. He has the services of some eminent lawyers from around the region. And one thing I know about his legal team, they don't take cases if they are clear that they are going to lose. They're not going to waste the court's time, and they're not going to waste their client's time. So we are satisfied about that.
The Labour Party filed petitions in 6 constituencies challenging the conduct of the elections, alleging several irregularities and allegations of bribery. Mr. Liburd is challenging the results of constituency number 1 as it relates to the counting of the ballots on election night. He was defeated by Labour Party candidate Dr. Geoffrey Hanley. The Labour Party suffered their worst loss in over 2 decades, winning only 2 of the 8 seats on St. Kitts, 1 less than the 2015 elections. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. Over 1,600 persons on Nevis applied for assistance under the government's stimulus package program, disclosed the Minister of Communications and Works in the Nevis Island Administration, Spencer Brand. During his presentation in the Nevis Island Assembly meeting on Thursday, the minister disclosed that the construction and hospitality sectors were the hardest hit by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Under the period March to June, Mr. President, we have seen some 1,610 persons making application, and those persons, Mr. President, were persons who are registered with Social Security. And I want to make a distinction, Mr. President, because there are self-employed persons and there are persons who are otherwise registered with Social Security. And these, Mr. President, were persons who were registered with Social Security. 1,610 persons who would have applied, Mr. President. And when you look a little closer, Mr. President, you would see in the service sector, there were 350 persons. In the hotel and guest house sector, we saw 335 persons. In the construction sector, Mr. President, we saw 280 persons. In the commercial sector, we saw 250 persons. In the restaurant, we saw 226.
The Nevis Island Administration announced it was offering financial assistance to persons who have been negatively impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic initially for a 3-month period. This is in addition to a federal government program that offered $1,000 a month assistance for 3 months. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
It's not just iced tea and it's not cold tea. But who said we couldn't be in the middle? We are Mother Becky Quenchers, a herbal iced tea. It's a different and innovative take on using traditional herbs for tea. It's a homebrewed blend of natural organic herbs and spices, ready to drink at any time. We've turned ingredients you've used many times into something crisp, thirst quenching, and did we mention taste awesome? Drinking tea just got better. Mother Becky tea.
In these stressful times, you need relief, a way to release your stress and care for your health. You need Serenity. Yes, Serenity Mobile Spa, where we come to your home and offer the very best in massage and spa treatment. Your health is our priority as we practice the highest hygiene procedures before, during, and after your treatment. Choose from massages to meet your physical needs, scrubs, facials, waxing, and much more. We also provide our customers a complimentary serving of refreshing local coconut water with each massage. During these restricted times, we urge our customers to stay healthy. We will come to you.
Call us at 762-0157 or 760-8899. Find us on Facebook, Serenity Mobile Spa Syndicate, or email us at serenitymobile-spa869@gmail.com.
Serenity Mobile Spa.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where the service is number one.
Though some workers want to trigger redundancy payments, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis will facilitate dialogue between hotel management and the employees. The closure of hotels as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in workers being laid off for a period of time that allows either employers or employees to trigger redundancy settlements. But speaking at a 3rd July press conference at the COVID-19 NEOC, Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris said it is important to proceed carefully so that the best interests of workers can be achieved.
I want to remind all of us that we are in unprecedented times, which force the closure of Marriott, of Koi, of Park Hyatt, etc. And we therefore have to take note of the abnormality and to be wise in how we are going to develop a framework for negotiation, because the long-term good must be to keep the people on the island of Nevis and the island of St. Kitts employed for as long as possible. And that is what we want as we work to get the economy back on a pathway of growth. And we will do everything. We will consult with workers, we will consult with the employers to ensure that a reasonable and satisfactory arrangement is being put in place.
Minister of Industry Wendy Phipps outlined steps taken to begin dialogue between the management of hotels and their employees aimed at arriving at a negotiated agreement on the way forward.
We have engaged in discussions with the management teams of the various establishments, especially those who are most going to be affected. We would have done so basically with the Park Hyatt. We would have done so with the Marriott. We would have also done so with Royal St. Kitts Hotel. And up to 48 hours ago, we would have made overtures to the management teams of those institutions to facilitate a discussion with the employee base, whether they're done in sections or as a group, so that we can get on the same page. Because while it is true that according to the Protection of Employment Act of 1986, after 12 weeks of a furlough or a layoff period, as we know it more commonly, it is possible to trigger severance, either by the employer seeking to do so or by the employed person seeking to do so. But the law is very open-ended on that. At the same time, it says it may be done because it leaves room for negotiation and to build consensus and a positive way forward. Now, while it is true, yes, that persons may wish to exercise the right to redundancy, redundant claims take time to work out. I should also state that the Ministry of Labor has sought a legal opinion from the Attorney General's chambers as to the best way forward, which will help to inform the discussions that we plan to have with management and workers' representative, of course being facilitated by the government, specifically through the Ministry of Labor.
Earlier in the day, a demonstration involving workers at the Marriott Resort appeared to have been called off. Glenn Barrett, SKN Newsline.
Certain restrictions have been eased on the new COVID-19 regulations that have been issued last week. Superintendent of Police Cromwell Henry spoke to these at the weekly NEOC press briefing on Wednesday.
There is no time limit on access to beaches. However, there shall be no picnics, beach parties, or other social gatherings on the beaches. Passenger buses and ferries can now carry their maximum capacity, but masks must be worn, windows must be kept open, and hygiene and sanitization protocols observed. Training and practice sessions are permitted for amateur and recreational sporting events, but all hand hygiene, sanitization, wearing of masks, and physical distancing protocols in the regulations must be observed. 6 members of the same family can now sit together at a table in a restaurant. Previously, it was limited to 4.
The capacities of weddings and funerals have also been relaxed.
Weddings and funerals can now host the maximum number of persons the venue can accommodate. It was 10, then it went to 25. Now it is not limited, but only limited by the capacity of the venue while observing physical distancing. A space of 30 square feet per person is recommended in the regulations.
Meanwhile, Superintendent Henry said there was a marked improvement in the conduct of business at the Frigate Bay Strip as it relates to the adherence to the COVID-19 guidelines.
There was some improvement on the Frigate Bay Strip last weekend, in that there was not the widespread party atmosphere with the DJs and their hi-fi systems. We thank the bar owners for their cooperation in this regard. However, we want to remind you that while the bars and restaurants are permitted to operate, social and physical distancing are still key components of their condition to operate under the regulations. Regulation 16.3 provides that where it is not possible for a business to function in accordance with the provisions of Regulation 7 relating to social and physical distancing, that business shall cease to operate for the duration of the regulations. So this is one of the consequences if you cannot adhere to the protocols.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws disclosed that as of July 1st, 467 persons in St. Kitts and Nevis have been tested, of which 452 were negative, and the 15 recorded positive cases have recovered. There are currently 64 persons quarantined in government facilities. These comprise nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis who have requested to return home. No one is currently in home quarantine. Dr. Laws also disclosed that the 13 Haitian nationals who are in custody after entering St. Kitts and Nevis illegally have all tested negative for COVID-19. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. For all your printing needs at top-notch quality, go to Digital Print Plus, located on Princess Street, Bastyr, St. Kitts. At Digital Print Plus, you get the best in business cards, letterheads, envelopes, wristbands, tent cards, rack cards, flyers, brochures, logo designs, posters, photos, architectural designs, 3D renderings, and so much more. Digital Print Plus gives you the best quality at competitive prices. Contact us at 767-7468 or email digitalprintskn@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at Digital Print SKN. Digital Print Plus for all your printing needs at the best quality. Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch your news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. The opening of Parliament will take place on Wednesday, July 8th at 10 a.m. at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. His Excellency, the Governor-General, Sir Tapley Seaton, has issued the proclamation summoning the opening of the National Assembly. A press release from the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service said the order paper will be provided shortly and will include the election of speakers, affirmation of allegiance by members, and the throne speech. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris on Friday said the reason the opening of Parliament will be held at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort instead of the National Assembly chambers at government headquarters is due to COVID-19 regulations and guidelines.
The Governor-General has issued a proclamation for the first sitting of Parliament to be held on Wednesday, the 8th July. At this historic sitting, the throne speech will be read by our esteemed Governor-General. Given the need for social distancing and the special nature of this Parliament, a larger and more appropriate setting will be used for the sitting at which elected members will be sworn in as members of the National Assembly, and the Speaker and Deputy Speaker will also be elected. More details will be issued as we get closer to this event. The Clerk of the National Assembly, Mrs. Sonia Body Thompson, and a team are preparing for this historic event. The inaugural sitting of our Parliament outside of the traditional venue highlights the need for the National Assembly to have its own home. The new Speaker of the National Assembly will be mandated to coordinate this effort from site selection, designs, drawings, budgeting, and building to actualize this new home for our Parliament.
Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. The Nevis Animals Trespass and Pound Amendment Bill 2020 was unanimously passed at a sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly in Chambers at Hamilton House on July 2nd. The bill, which was tabled by Alexis Jeffers, Deputy Premier of Nevis and Minister of Agriculture in the Nevis Island Administration, and read a first time in October 2019, strengthens and gives teeth to the parent ordinance which deals with stray and trespassing animals for their impounding and disposal. Minister Jeffers explained the purpose of the legislation.
But what we are proposing, which is not captured in the principal ordinance, is to add animals such as dog and monkey, where any animal cannot be impounded under subsection 1, which we dealt with. It shall be lawful for any authorized person to shoot the said animal. It shall be lawful for any proprietor or any person authorized by any proprietor to shoot any animal or feathered stock found trespassing upon his property and doing actual damage thereon.
The amended ordinance also makes provisions for the lawful shooting of animals and feathered stock by a proprietor or anyone authorized by the proprietor in instances in which the animals are found trespassing and damaging their property.
The Director of Agriculture may seize any animal or feathered stock and detain it in order to ascertain whether an offense under this ordinance is being or has been committed, and may enter any premises for the purposes of such seizure and detention. The Director of Agriculture may enter any premises for the purpose of preventing or ending an attack of any animal on any person or any property. The Director of Agriculture, in exercising a power of entry into any premises under this ordinance, may bring with him into such premises such other persons as he believes to be necessary for the purpose of assisting him in exercising or in exercise of his powers and functions under this ordinance. And the Director of Agriculture and any such other person may take with them into the premises such equipment as they consider to be necessary. Any person who obstructs or impedes the Director of Agriculture in the exercise of his functions under this ordinance shall be liable on summary conviction to a fine not exceeding $5,000 or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 months, or at the discretion of the court to both such fine and such imprisonment.
The amendments also make provisions for the Environmental Health Division, the Department of Agriculture, disposal, penalties for offenders, and the protection offered to authorized persons. It also gives powers to the Director of Agriculture or anyone else he deems necessary to enter any premises for the purpose of seizure and detention. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. Shannon Hawley is the new chairman of the National Carnival Committee of St. Kitts and Nevis. Minister of Culture and Carnival, John L. Powell, revealed that after a series of discussions and careful evaluation on the way forward, he has appointed Ms. Hawley to serve as Carnival chairman as of July 2020. Shannon Hawley is an international business executive with extensive on-island and overseas experience in business development, marketing and sales. She is currently the managing director of her company, Rosamond Consulting Limited, which focuses on the citizenship by investment industry and the luxury real estate market. Powell said that outgoing chairman, Mr. Noah Mills, who delivered yeoman service for over 5 years, has agreed to offer his expertise in a consultancy role, especially in the early stages of the transition. This will be Hawley's second stint as chairman after presiding over the 40th anniversary of Carnival in 2011. At that time, she made history, becoming the youngest person and the first and only female to hold the post of chairman of National Carnival. She began her tenure as a member of the Carnival Committee in 2009, and by the following year, 2010, assumed the role of deputy chair, which she carried for 2 years before eventually advancing to the top spot as chairman in 2011. With this assignment, Hawley is making history again as the first person to ever be appointed as chairman of Carnival on 2 separate occasions. But Minister Powell explained that her appointment will bring exactly what is needed now, which is the smoothest pathway to continuity. Her background and experience in the entertainment industry is also well known. She is the owner of Refresh Juice Bar and owner of Express Events, an event management company. Over the past 10 years, however, the name Shannon Hawley has become synonymous with Express Events' VIP experience, hosted annually for the St. Kitts Music Festival. Miss Hawley started her National Carnival revelry as a youth playing mass with Stacey Hobson's Express Yourself Mass Camp, and continued throughout the years as a reveler, most recently for Carnival 2019-2020. She is best known for her out-of-the-box ideas, brand development, and her attention to detail in the execution of her events. Her role as chairman of the National Carnival Committee will focus on working in collaboration with key Carnival stakeholders and event promoters to further enhance the National Carnival's brand while maintaining and preserving its unique traditional aspects. In addition, the Minister of Culture has also confirmed the reappointment of Mrs. Marissa Hobson Newman as Deputy Chair, which is a role she has had for almost 5 years. Minister Powell said that more Carnival developments will be shared in the coming days. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.